Crash and burn!
Hello, people. Welcome to Crash and Burn. We're doing NXT TakeOver Vengeance Day in my home state of Charlotte, North Carolina. Unfortunately, I will not be there. Just again, money's a problem in this economy.
I feel that.
But again, we're here with Jason again, and this is our predictions and our thoughts going into the show. Should be a great show. Again, it's gonna be different from what we see, down in Florida. By the way, fuck Florida and fuck the governor. You guys,
I'd rather not.
By the way, Jason, come in.
Hello, everybody. Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast, NXT Vengeance Day predictions. So this is gonna be a good show. This is their first NXT Takeover show back on the road. Well, I think since Stand and Deliver last year, but then again, they've always been in Orlando, Florida, at the Performance Center or Capitol Wrestling Center, whichever venue they're at now.
Yeah.
And we want to give a shout out to Beartooth for having Riptide as the show's theme song.
Shout out to whoever put that song on there. You got good taste.
You got good taste. You're making
It was
myself, Lucas, Julian, Sydney, and proud.
I wish you're in the crowd, y'all. So let's get into the show.
Let's go.
So the first match, I should just look this up. I'm going to go top of my head, is the NXT Women's Championship match. Got Roxanne Perez, JC Jane, and Gigi. What's her last name? Gigi Dolan? Think something like that?
Gigi Dolan.
Dolan, thank you.
Yeah.
So Roxy, JC, and Gigi. Let me tell you right now, Toxic Trash has not been the same since Mandy Rhodes. I'll be honest. I haven't watched NXT as much as I want to, but they have not been the same at, Mandy Rhodes being the least, in my personal opinion. So now they're in a space now to challenge for a triple threat. So it's too early to call off the title for Roxanne, honestly, because she just won the title like a month ago. So I'm going to say Roxanne Perez is going to win. At least not personally. I love Gigi. I love JC. But it is not the time for me. So that's all I'm going to say. Jason, who do the other people have and what do you have?
I'm going to start out with Nicholas and Omar. All right. Nicholas, oh my God, his funny picks. Roxanne Perez. He put Roxanne as ROH. Ring of Honor Xam Perez.
Ring of Honor Perez. I mean, I think she was in Ring of Honor, if I'm not mistaken.
And then, of course, Omar has Roxanne Perez. I think Roxanne Perez is the favorite to win this match. She has been on a roll since dethroning Mandy Rose. She was the right pick. The right pick to win that match, become the next NXT Women's Champion. And you know what? I believe this is her first title defense then. Yep. If I'm right, then she should win. Have a longer reign. She deserves that reign. Make our friend James Morales, who trained her, by the way, and Booker T proud.
Yes, make Booker T. Yeah, Booker T.
And shout out to James Morales. He was one of the trainers.
Wait, he trained Roxy?
Yeah. I saw his Instagram post.
Really? Jeez, you got champion on your side now. Awesome.
Yeah, and then he's proud about that. And hello, James. And yeah, so Roxanne Perez, she has to win this match. Don't do her dirty like that. Don't pull a Sasha Banks, as a matter of fact.
I was going to say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's go to the next match. So, next up, 2 out of 3 falls match. Apollo Crews versus Carmelo Hayes with our favorite manager of NXT, Trick Williams. I got to say right now, Carmelo Hayes is one of my personal favorites of NXT. This man with the North American Championship brought prestige to that title. And he's been trying to find his sound again, find his footing back again since he lost it to Sokoa. And then, but then he got it back and then he lost it to Wesley, I believe it was. And ever since then, I definitely think this match is going to slap, in my personal opinion. So I'm going to say that Carmelo Hayes is going to win. Not because of what Carmelo Hayes buys over it. He should have been in the Rumble, y'all. Come on. But yeah, I'm going Carmelo Hayes. Like, this man deserves to be a great champion. Hopefully NXT champion in the future. Because I don't see him being called up just yet. My personal opinion. I definitely think we're going to get later down to see who is main roster ready. He is not right now, my personal opinion. He doesn't have that exposure to the crowd, in my personal opinion.
All right, so Apollo and Carmelo.
Sure,
I'll go for Apollo Cruz, but my want is Carmelo Hayes. Maybe Apollo Cruz, since he's actually a veteran talent to me. Since he's been on NXT before, he was on main roster, then he's back on NXT.
He's almost been around for 10 years now, which is crazy.
Yeah, he's been around for quite a while. So
9 years, 10 years.
Maybe this can be a match to put Carmelo Hayes over. Yeah,
Possibly.
So I'll go for Apollo in this match. That's my main one.
I will say this about Trick Williams. This man, like, I remember a segment policy, he wants a fresh cut, and Trick Williams like, he had no damn hair. I remember when he said that, I'm just like, I started laughing. Trick Williams is entertaining. I love him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, who do the other people got?
All right, so let's see what's up here. All right, so Nicholas, let me see his funny pronunciations. Apollo Cruz.
That's fast.
All right, Omar has Carmelo Hayes.
Man doesn't miss. All right, going to the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. Katana Chance and Katie Carter versus Fallon Henry, I think that's her name, and Kiana James. I'll say this: I like Kiana James. I'll say that much. Kiana James got my whole divided attention. I'll say that. So is Casey Carter. But I don't know about those two being tag team champions. Again, I haven't seen my NXT, so I mean, I could be wrong, and they could be great champions. And to be fair, Katana and Katie have been champions for a while, so they're gonna lose it eventually. But I don't think it'll be this show. So I'm gonna say that they're gonna retain their titles.
All right. I think it's time for them to lose it. Katana and Katie, I mean, they're good wrestlers. But it's time for new stars to be champions. Fallon Henley and Kiana James. I'd like them to have the titles. And yeah, so I mean, I'll be okay if they retain the titles, but it's time for new champions. Oh my God, Nicholas. He went for Team Katana, no chance in hell.
Shout not shout out to Vince McMahon, I won't say.
And of course, Omar goes for Team Carter. So my want is Fallon and Kiana. My think is Katana and Kaden.
We'll see. All right, I think the NXT Tag Team Championship is next, and yes, it is. The New Day, Gallus, Pretty Deadly, and Chase U is in this one. So it should have been Schism. It should have been Schism. I
agree.
Schism got robbed. Okay, Schism got robbed. I love Joe Gacy. I love his boys, and I also love Ava Rain. By the way, Rock, you made a good looking daughter. By the way, yeah, so much for that. By the way, I'm going to say I have two picks. New Day. And you know what? Give me Chase U. I definitely think that Chase U is more of the over tag team, and that Gallus just came back, and I don't definitely see him putting the titles on them, in my personal opinion. And Pretty Deadly always had a tag team run with the titles. I definitely think right now is not their time for go for it. I want something like fresh and new No pun intended. But I'm going to say either New Day retains or Chase U.
All right, so I'll go for either Pretty Deadly or Chase U. I mean, the New Day doesn't really need the titles, so I'll go for either of those teams. And for our boys,
how the fuck you made a U with this? What the fuck? How the fuck y'all made a U?
Nicholas, you with your nicknames. He's going for Pretty Shite. And Omar has Gallus.
I wouldn't mind Gallus, honestly. Gallus just came back too, so.
So those are the picks for them, and those are my picks.
All right, sweet. Next up, Wesley versus Dijak for the NXT North American Championship in a singles match. I keep pressing the green thing; it does not come back. I'm going to say Wesley. I don't see Dijak. I like this concept of Dijak of Terminator vibes. I get it. I like it. But I feel like for me, he needs to be built up more. You know, he's getting his chances here and then, but I feel like Wesley deserves more of a title reign, in my personal opinion. But again, I wouldn't mind Dijak winning either. So again, we'll see what happens here. I definitely think that Wesley should retain.
All right. Wesley, yeah, he should retain. I mean, he's been on a roll so far, and I think he should have the title a little bit longer. Maybe lose it around Stand Deliver, maybe, or another future takeover event. I think Vengeance Day is not really a good time.
I definitely say Stand Deliver because with mid-card titles, they usually don't hold it for that long. It usually is kind of hot potato. Think about like the TNT Championship, you know. What the hell?
Nicholas, he still called him T-Bar.
God no.
Yeah, so Nicholas is going for T-Bar. Omar's going for Dijak. Oh, apparently they're two different people.
It's like Elias and Ezekiel, right?
Yes.
Oh, by the way, y'all,
Yeah.
keep the robe. Keep the fucking robe, y'all. I should have not wore a shirt, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Y'all need to see me like that, but yeah.
Real.
Got my robe. I feel like Wesley deserves a little bit of a run with the title. I feel like, again, yes, you know, I don't see him as NXT Championship material, but definitely he can have a good match with Dijak for damn sure. Dijak is very athletic, and they should definitely use that to his advantage. Like, use his athleticism. Remember, he was very athletic with Keith Lee. So, maybe use some of that against Wesley. I don't know. But, yeah, let's go into the final match. Steel cage match. It is an NXT Championship, and it's between Grayson Waller and Braun Breaker. All right. So, if y'all didn't know, in the last, I think it was New Year's Evil. And was it New Year's Evil?
I think New Year's Evil, yeah.
The fucking top rope broke. No, it was the middle rope. No, the middle rope broke. And that led to a 10 count. And HBK basically says steel cage match. So these two had a really good rivalry so far. They're one of the best rivalries right now, my personal opinion, that I love, besides the Bloodline and Sami Zayn right now. I'm going to say, I keep on saying this, and you can come back to bite me, but you know what? I'm going to keep on doing it. Give me Grayson Waller to beat Braun Breaker. I feel like this is the moments where he gets his shine. This man has been on the roster for over a year, has not just got so much heat for what he did with LA Knight and John Gargano, but he keeps on making classics. Not classic, but, you know, good matches and great spots that, you know, whatever like that. His elbow drop is great. His little starter thing he does is great. Like, everything that this man touches, he gets heat. Same thing with oh God, MJF for example. Let's take MJF for example. When he has the mic, people boo him, and it's meant to be booed. This man's a prime example that I expect this man to be a great heel. Hopefully he wins it because again, Braun Breaker needs to get off this damn title. Like, I'm kind of getting sick of Braun Breaker's champion. I'll be real with you. I don't think he's not a bad wrestler. He's definitely a good wrestler, but
For sure.
I want something more fresh in my personal opinion. And Grayson Waller is that fresh. I probably will see it probably stand deliver, and then the Raw after WrestleMania he'll be called up probably. So maybe they'll do that. Or maybe again he his last match and he loses and he goes up the main roster and dominates and smashes everyone. Pause. But yeah, we'll see where it goes. The steel cage match has, been a thing that, is very hit or miss over the years. So, yeah, it's been a while since NXT had a steel cage match. I think the last one I remember was Io Shirai, or Io Sky now, versus Shayna Baszler. And that match was great. And it's Candice. Candice LeRae versus Shayna Baszler. And Io Sky turned heel. That's what it was. All right, so do you have, Jason? Or who they have?
All right, let me get my phone and touch on who is the picks. Nicholas. He said Grayson Walls.
Grayson. I was gonna say Grayson Balls, but
Yeah, we can go with Grayson Balls.
Grayson Balls. You touch Grayson's balls, y'all. Wait.
Braun Breaker is for Omar. So I'll go for my main pick is Grayson Waller. I think it's time for a new champion. I'll be cool if they want to have Braun Breaker have a year-long reign. Right, but I prefer Grayson Waller. It's time for a new champion. Because Braun Breaker, he's had that title for a long time already.
Twice.
Twice. He won on an episode of Raw, and I think he won it on an episode of NXT the first time.
Oh God, that how it happened? I do not remember. I
do not remember it as well.
He beat Ciampa. I know he beat Ciampa. Then he beat Dolph Ziggler as NXT champion. Remember that? Dolph Ziggler as NXT champion.
Yeah.
What a crazy time.
Dolph Ziggler,
NXT champion.
So my main pick is Grayson Waller here.
Oh yeah, Greg. I will say this about the show before we go off my thoughts. I definitely think this was a great show. Great way to start off the year. Not necessarily start off the year, but go to travel a little bit. I know it's on the east side. I know it's on the south, whatever like that. But still, it's still good to travel around and try out different places. I definitely expect the show to be good. Definitely think the show should be at least great to good. That's all I'll say about that. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. And I'm hoping to be excited, like I was for the Royal Rumble, for example. That was a great show. And they deliver on the main event. So maybe the main event will deliver and maybe get some surprises. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. The next episode that we're gonna have is a review of this,
of course.
And then in March we're gonna do AEW Revolution, I believe it is.
Yeah, that's after we have Chamber covered.
Oh yeah, and when is Chamber? When is Chamber? Is this month? Next month?
Yeah.
So Chamber it's supposed to be next month or this month. So expect that on the way. And then April, which is my birth month, I'm gonna be 19.
As well.
That is going to be WrestleMania. And probably NXT TakeOver Stand Deliver. So keep in tune for that. As SmackDown and Raw, AEW goes on. Again, I'm keeping up with different shows here and then. Definitely excited to see where this show goes. Go follow my TikTok, Lucas_Rainmaker. Just posted my goals of 2023. So I might have some little crazy goals. Wait, maybe some tattoos going on. But yeah, check that out. Check my Instagram, Lucas .10C336. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, keep being good people out there. Do not be biased. Do not be biased to your party. And also, when it gets out of the way, want to give a special shout out to Sami Zayn. Wait, let me tell you something about Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn has it on a different level, and I definitely think that it's gonna be time we get babyface Sami Zayn. So shout out to Sami Zayn. Shout out to other people on the show. Shout out to Ryan Matthews for being on not I'm on AEW, but backstage at AEW. So maybe we expect some things in AEW for Ryan Matthews. So
yeah,
maybe. I'm not confirming any sources. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Again, follow our new podcast, Beyond the Scenes, with myself, Joey, and Sid. We did a recent episode on Wednesday that we did describing movies badly. Check that out. Check how basically Julian was breaking over here with how much I'm basically a fucking brat. So they can't contain this brat. But yeah, go follow that. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Jason.
thanks for watching. Crash and Burn. We had the NXT Vengeance Day predictions. Next episode, of course, review. Then we have Chamber, AEW. We got WrestleMania Stand and Deliver, Supercard of Honor. We'll try to do all of them. If we don't do all of them, that's fine. Because then again, this is not every week.
Not every week. Yeah. We'll take
the
a
weekly
week
recordings.
We'll take a week break. After the show. I do not know when the Chamber is gonna be.
It's on February 18th.
God, fuck off! You gotta be kidding. We gotta do another week of this shit. You gotta be kidding me. So also, by the way, for Moshcast, if you haven't kept up Moshcast, we're gonna do Paramour's new album that's coming out, and we're doing Priest of Veil's new album that's coming out. Don't know when it's gonna come out. I'm gonna let you know, Jason, about the dates, anything like that. But keep up to date for that.
Then again, we're probably gonna do Paramour's new album first, and then who knows when we'll do that other one.
Yep. So again, Paramore will be coming out. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. That's me, and that's Jason. We will see you for our review for TakeOver Vengeance Day.
All right, enjoy the show, everybody.
Vengeance is sweet.
Crash and burn!